Thank you so much. Well, just to give you a little bit of background into my life, explain a little bit of where my upbringing. I grew up in an Air Force family. My dad was a U.S. Air Force F-4 Phantom fighter pilot. Pretty impressive, huh? Does anyone remember the F-4? Yeah. The F-4, well, yes, the F-4 in its day was one of the premier fighter jets of the Air Force. And I was pretty impressed. I mean, not too many people could say that their dads flew planes that the top speed was over twice the speed of sound. I thought that was pretty impressive. And I looked up to him quite a bit. And in fact, there was a while I wanted to follow in his footsteps, but God obviously had other plans. But anyway, if you know anything about the Air Force, you know that they have you moving around quite frequently. And in fact, my mom always had this running joke that every time the house got dusty, we wouldn't clean it, we would move. And when I was about 8 years old, in fact, we did move. My dad was transferred to a small town in southern Georgia. And we started attending a church where I heard things that I had never heard before. I learned that I was a sinner. And because of my sins, that I was deserving of judgment, and rightfully so. And yet I also learned something else. I learned that God loved me so much that he sent his son Jesus to die on the cross to pay the penalty for my sins. And as an 8-year-old boy, I heard that, and I thought it was the best news in the world. And I embraced it. I opened my heart to Jesus, and I committed my life to him. And it was a wonderful, wonderful thing. It was around that time also that the love of music began to take root in my heart. Paul and I started taking piano lessons around that time. And I also took note of the music of the church. It was the music, the hymns of the church that had a profound impact in drawing me to Christ. I have vivid memories as a young boy of singing myself to sleep at night, singing some of the hymns that I had memorized in the church services. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I love to play church music on the piano, because it has had such an impact in my life. And I hope that it's a blessing to you as well. I'm going to continue with one of my favorite hymns, What Wondrous Love Is This?